The car itself can get pretty annoying driving it around town. It draws a lot of attention, whether that be the sound to it or just the color. It seems like every guy in a truck wants to race. My name is Sean, and I drive a 2018 Camaro ZL1. When COVID hit, we got a lot of overtime at work, so I was able to kind of stack up a lot of money and was in the market for a car. The girl I was talking to at the time was obsessed with the Camaro ZL1, and I knew nothing about it. So I kind of started looking into it a little bit. I had the opportunity to go test drive one, and kind of at that point fell in love with the car and picked it up from there. The modifications on the car are it's on lowering springs right now. It's got 2-inch headers, straight piped all the way back. It's got a rotofab cold air intake, big gulp. It has a second intake that's hidden in the front grille. I put the 1LE wing on it, Lambo style tail lights, and then a little bit of cosmetics. So we put a 2019 front end on it, so it stands out a little bit more. Carbon fiber front lip, carbon fiber front splitter, and then miscellaneous carbon fiber parts throughout the car. Pretty much hate everything else about the car. And that's why I kind of started changing it the way that I did. Front end definitely doesn't look so American anymore with like the splitter rods on it, and it just kind of looks better in my opinion than what Chevy did to it. It just grabs a lot of attention, and constantly having people pull out their phones while driving, whether it's somebody in front of you, somebody flying up behind you. We were on I-15 headed to Battlegrounds out in Twin Falls, and the guy's he was doing it for a while and I didn't really mind it, but we kind of got to the construction and he's completely hanging out his window looking back. If you want to look at the car, you gotta be safe about it. Like, I don't put anybody else's life in danger. Like, for the love of God, don't put your own just to get a quick picture. For the life of me, I can't remember what video game it was, but I remember my brother playing it growing up. It was some game that was just based in Japan, so it had all the famous courses. You just play the computer and drive on these iconic roads and build up a car. At that point, it was kind of like, these are really cool. I grew up in a really small city in Arizona, and nobody had any cars. I think the only thing I could actually see on a regular basis was a purple Prowler with flames on the front of it. I thought the Prowler was like the coolest thing ever. It just looks like a Matchbox or a Hot Wheels, and playing that game and then seeing something that was wild is really the only thing that really got me in the cars. If I could say anything to inspire somebody to get in the cars, don't do it. Go with a different hobby. 100% go with a different hobby. Cars are fun and everything if you got money to fix it. But if you can find a better hobby, and there's plenty of them out there, do it. On a real note, I don't think there is any inspiration I could give anybody. You're either gotta get hooked or you're not. I don't think there's anything anybody can say that'll really get you inspired to want to look at them. You're either into it or you're not, and if you get hooked, dive in. Have some money, but dive into it.